Respect is not demanded. It is earned through self-mastery, discipline, and wisdom. In this video, you'll discover 9 powerful Stoic principles that will make sure no one ever disrespects you again. From controlling your emotions and setting boundaries to leading by actions and staying calm under pressure, these timeless lessons will help you build unshakable confidence and command respect in any situation. If you want to be mentally strong, emotionally untouchable, and truly respected, watch till the end, because mastering these principles will change how the world sees you forever. Number 1. Master your emotions. In the pursuit of respect and self-mastery, mastering your emotions is the first and most crucial step. The Stoics believed that emotions, if left unchecked, can lead to irrational decisions, unnecessary suffering, and loss of control over one's life. True strength lies not in suppressing emotions, but in understanding and regulating them. When you allow emotions like anger, frustration, or fear to dictate your actions, you become a puppet to external circumstances. The Stoic way is to remain unshaken by external events, realizing that while you cannot control what happens, you can always control how you respond. Emotional mastery begins with self-awareness, recognizing triggers, understanding your thought patterns, and not letting fleeting emotions dictate long-term actions. Marcus Aurelius, a great Stoic emperor, advised that we should view emotions like waves in the ocean. They rise and fall, but the sea remains. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a step back, breathe, and assess situations with a rational mind. Ask yourself, is this emotion helping or hindering me? Will my reaction align with my values? By cultivating a sense of inner stability, you exude confidence and command respect effortlessly. People respect those who remain calm under pressure, those who do not crumble in adversity, and those who respond rather than react. This does not mean becoming emotionless, but rather learning to channel emotions productively. For example, turning anger into motivation or using disappointment as a lesson for growth. Daily practices such as meditation, journaling, and self-reflection help in strengthening emotional resilience. A person who masters their emotions becomes unshakable, immune to external validation or criticism, and ultimately earns the respect of both themselves and others. This kind of inner power is rare, and that's precisely why it commands respect. When you demonstrate control over your emotions, people perceive you as a leader, someone who is reliable, stable, and composed regardless of the chaos around them. It allows you to maintain dignity in conflicts, stay focused on goals without distraction, and navigate life's difficulties with a sense of purpose. The world is full of impulsive reactions, but the person who remains poised and unbothered stands out. Mastering your emotions is not about never feeling anything. It's about not letting emotions control you. This is the foundation of strength, and once you build this, no one will ever disrespect you because self-respect naturally invites respect from others. Number 2, control what you can, ignore what you can't. One of the core teachings of Stoic philosophy is understanding the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. This simple yet profound realization can free you from unnecessary stress, frustration, and disappointment. Most people waste energy worrying about things that are completely outside their influence, other people's opinions, the past, the future, or random events that happen in life. The Stoics believed that true power comes from focusing only on what you can control: your thoughts, actions, and attitude. Everything else is simply noise, unworthy of your concern. When you try to control things beyond your reach, you set yourself up for frustration and exhaustion. But when you shift your mindset to only managing your response to situations, you gain an unshakable sense of peace and confidence. This is what separates the strong from the weak, the ability to let go of external chaos while maintaining inner discipline. Imagine a storm raging outside. You can't stop the rain, but you can choose whether to seek shelter or get drenched. Life is the same way. Unexpected events will happen, but your reaction determines their impact on you. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, advised that we should not waste time worrying about things outside our control, as it only drains our energy and clouds our judgment. Instead, we should direct all our focus to improving ourselves and handling situations wisely. This mindset shift is also a powerful tool in earning respect. People admire those who stay composed in the face of uncertainty, who do not let external circumstances dictate their mood or behavior. It signals strength, wisdom, and emotional maturity. Those who constantly complain, blame others, or stress over the uncontrollable are seen as weak and easily manipulated. By embracing this Stoic principle, you develop a calm, logical approach to life. You stop reacting emotionally to negativity, stop wasting energy on useless arguments, and instead, invest in growth and progress. You take control of your decisions, actions, and mindset while letting go of the rest. Over time, this creates an aura of unshakable confidence that naturally commands respect. People look up to those who can remain steady when others panic, who stay grounded when chaos unfolds. When you control what you can and ignore what you can't, you become untouchable, mentally strong, and immune to disrespect, because nothing outside of you holds power over your inner state. Number 3, speak less, listen more. One of the most powerful ways to command respect is to master the art of listening rather than constantly speaking. The Stoics believed that wisdom is found not in speaking excessively, but in observing, understanding, and responding with intention. In today's world, where everyone wants to be heard, those who speak less, but with depth and clarity, stand out as truly intelligent and respected individuals. When you speak too much, you risk saying things you don't mean, revealing too much about yourself, or even losing credibility by talking just for the sake of it. But when you listen more, you gain knowledge, understand people better, and respond in a way that carries weight and meaning. The more you listen, the more you learn, not just about others, but about life itself. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This is a reminder that silence is often more powerful than words. Those who are constantly talking rarely have time to reflect or process information properly. On the other hand, those who listen attentively absorb knowledge, notice patterns, and develop the ability to respond wisely. When you listen more, people naturally start respecting you because they feel heard and understood. Most people are too focused on what they will say next, rather than truly understanding what the other person is saying. But when you genuinely listen, you gain trust and influence effortlessly. Speaking less also helps you avoid unnecessary conflicts. Many arguments and misunderstandings arise simply because people say things in the heat of the moment without thinking. The ability to remain silent when needed is a sign of emotional control and intelligence. It allows you to choose your words wisely, ensuring that when you do speak, your words carry significance. People respect those who are measured and thoughtful with their speech rather than those who are loud and impulsive. In any conversation, the person who speaks the least often holds the most power. By practicing restraint in speech and sharpening your listening skills, you naturally command attention when you do speak. Your words become valuable rather than just noise. This principle not only strengthens your personal relationships but also elevates your status in any social or professional setting. The less you speak and the more you listen, the more you will be respected, because true wisdom comes not from talking, but from understanding. Number 4, set boundaries. Without guilt. One of the greatest forms of self-respect is the ability to set boundaries without guilt. Many people struggle with saying no because they fear disappointing others, appearing selfish, or losing relationships. However, the Stoics taught that personal peace and self-control should never be sacrificed to please others. If you allow people to walk over you, demand too much of your time, or manipulate you into doing things against your will, you will eventually feel exhausted, disrespected, and resentful. The key to commanding respect is to define your limits clearly and enforce them without hesitation. When you set boundaries, you send a powerful message. You value yourself and your time. A person with strong boundaries is not rude, unkind, or arrogant. They are simply aware of their worth. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, believed in focusing only on what serves your inner peace and ignoring what drains you. This means cutting out unnecessary drama, refusing to engage with toxic individuals, and prioritizing your well-being over external pressures. Too often people feel guilty for setting limits, but the reality is that those who genuinely respect you will also respect your boundaries. It is only those who benefit from your lack of boundaries that will try to make you feel bad for enforcing them. Practicing this requires both confidence and consistency. When you say no, stand by it. You don't owe anyone long explanations or justifications for protecting your time and energy. The Stoic approach is to act with logic, not emotion. If something does not align with your values, contributes to unnecessary stress, or takes you away from your priorities, you have every right to decline. This applies to relationships, work commitments, social obligations, and even personal favors. Setting boundaries also means limiting how much negative energy you allow into your life. Avoid engaging in unnecessary arguments, remove yourself from toxic conversations, and do not allow others to project their problems onto you. When you respect your own limits, people naturally begin to respect you more. They recognize that you are not someone who can be easily manipulated or taken for granted. At first, enforcing boundaries might feel uncomfortable, but over time it becomes empowering. You will notice that the more you set limits, the less you need to. People will understand where you stand, and they will treat you accordingly. The result? A life of greater peace, control, and respect, without guilt. Number 5, stay calm under pressure. The ability to stay calm under pressure is one of the most powerful traits a person can develop. In a world where most people panic, overreact, or make impulsive decisions when faced with challenges, those who remain composed naturally command respect. Stoic philosophy teaches that external events are beyond our control, but how we respond to them is entirely within our power. The person who can maintain a sense of inner peace, even in the face of chaos, stands out as a leader, a problem solver, and someone others look up to. When you stay calm in difficult situations, you demonstrate self-mastery, proving that you are not easily shaken by adversity. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, advised that we should see obstacles as opportunities to practice virtue. Instead of reacting emotionally to pressure, we should view it as a chance to strengthen our resilience, patience, and wisdom. In moments of crisis, taking a deep breath and thinking logically instead of emotionally can make the difference between success and failure. When others are losing their composure, the person who remains steady becomes the one people turn to for guidance and solutions. This is why true leaders are often those who remain level-headed, no matter the situation. A calm mind leads to better decision-making. When you panic, your judgment becomes clouded, and you are more likely to make mistakes. However, when you stay composed, you can assess the situation rationally, weighing the best course of action without being driven by fear or frustration. This is a skill that can be developed through practice. Meditation, deep breathing techniques, and mental reframing are all effective ways to train yourself to remain calm under pressure. The more you expose yourself to stressful situations with the mindset of control, the stronger your ability to handle them becomes. Staying calm also prevents others from manipulating you. When people see that you don't get easily flustered, they recognize your strength and learn that their words or actions cannot provoke you. This kind of emotional stability earns deep respect from both allies and adversaries. In any environment, whether at work, in relationships, or in life's unexpected moments, those who can control their emotions, think clearly, and act with purpose will always rise above the rest. By mastering the ability to stay calm under pressure, you create an aura of confidence and strength that makes you unstoppable. Number 6, detach from opinions and praise. One of the greatest freedoms in life comes from detaching yourself from the opinions and praise of others. Most people live as prisoners of external validation, constantly seeking approval, fearing criticism, and letting others' words shape their self-worth. The Stoics, however, believed that true strength comes from within, not from the shifting opinions of society. When you stop caring about what others think, whether it's praise or judgment, you become untouchable. No one can control you, manipulate you, or break your confidence, because your sense of self is not dependent on external factors. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, taught that we should never give power to others by allowing their opinions to dictate our emotions. If someone praises you, it should not inflate your ego. If someone criticizes you, it should not shake your self-worth. Why? Because both praise and criticism are just perceptions, shaped by individual biases, emotions, and experiences. What one person admires, another might despise. If you live seeking approval, you will constantly be adjusting yourself to please others, losing your true self in the process. But if you stay true to your principles regardless of external opinions, you command deep respect. Detaching from praise is just as important as ignoring criticism. Many people become addicted to compliments, letting flattery feed their ego. However, the danger in this is that when the praise stops, their confidence crumbles. The Stoic approach is to remain balanced, accept feedback, but never let it control your emotions. Instead of seeking approval, focus on living virtuously and staying true to your values. If you act with integrity, speak the truth, and follow your purpose, the opinions of others, whether good or bad, become irrelevant. This detachment creates an aura of strength and confidence. People respect those who do not seek validation, who are secure in themselves, and who are not easily swayed by public perception. It also makes you immune to manipulation. When others see that their words, whether compliments or insults, do not control you, they recognize your mental fortitude. In the end, the only opinion that truly matters is your own. Live by your principles, do what is right, and remain indifferent to praise or criticism. When you detach from external opinions, you gain ultimate freedom, and with it, unshakable respect. Number 7. Embrace discomfort and hardships. Strength, resilience, and respect are not built in moments of ease but in times of struggle. The Stoics believe that discomfort and hardship are not to be feared but embraced as necessary parts of growth. Life is full of challenges, physical pain, emotional setbacks, financial struggles, and unexpected losses. Most people try to avoid difficulty at all costs, seeking comfort and pleasure at every turn. However, those who willingly embrace discomfort develop unshakable mental toughness and inner strength. The more you expose yourself to hardship, the more capable you become of handling life's toughest situations without breaking. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, saw obstacles as opportunities. He taught that every difficulty we face is a test, a chance to grow stronger and wiser. Instead of complaining about hardships, the Stoic mindset reframes them. This is happening for me, not to me. When you accept discomfort rather than resist it, you develop a mindset that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. Whether it's waking up early to train, working harder when things get tough, or enduring rejection without losing confidence, every hardship is an opportunity to build resilience. Embracing discomfort also means stepping outside your comfort zone. Growth does not happen in safety, it happens in challenge. If you only do what is easy, you will remain weak. But if you push yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally, you become stronger in every aspect of life. This could mean learning a difficult skill, taking on challenges others shy away from, or enduring temporary pain for long-term gain. The Stoics often practiced voluntary discomfort, such as fasting, sleeping on the floor, or exposing themselves to cold weather. Why? Because training in discomfort makes you immune to fear and weakness. When you have already endured suffering on your own terms, you are prepared for whatever life throws at you. People respect those who do not complain about their struggles, but face them with courage. They admire those who work through pain, who do not run from challenges, and who transform difficulties into fuel for success. When you embrace discomfort and hardships, you develop a rare kind of strength that is both inspiring and intimidating. You show the world that you are not easily broken, that no situation can defeat you. And in doing so, you earn not just the respect of others, but more importantly, the deep self-respect that makes you unstoppable. Number 8, lead with actions, not words. True respect is not earned by what you say, but by what you do. The Stoics believe that a person's character is defined by their actions, not their promises or speeches. In today's world, many people talk big, make empty commitments, and try to impress others with words. But very few actually follow through. This is why those who lead with actions command the most respect. When you consistently demonstrate discipline, integrity, and reliability, people take you seriously. They see that you don't just talk about your principles, you live by them. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic leaders, ruled the Roman Empire with a philosophy of action. He didn't just write about virtues like patience, wisdom, and courage, he practiced them daily. He believed that talking about being a good person was meaningless unless those words were backed by action. Likewise, if you want to be respected, let your work, discipline, and behavior speak for you. Instead of telling people you're hardworking, show up early, stay focused, and deliver results. Instead of claiming you're honest, be truthful in all situations, even when it's difficult. Instead of demanding respect, earn it through consistent effort and strong principles. Leading with actions also means setting an example. If you want others to be disciplined, be the most disciplined. If you expect loyalty, show loyalty. If you want people to be strong, be the strongest among them. People naturally follow those who embody what they preach. This applies to all areas of life: leadership, relationships, work, and personal development. No one respects a leader who says one thing but does another. Hypocrisy weakens credibility, while silent action builds authority. This principle also protects you from unnecessary conflicts. When you live with integrity, you don't need to argue or defend yourself. Your actions speak louder than any words ever could. People may doubt words, but they cannot deny results. Those who focus on action instead of empty talk automatically rise above the noise. Over time, their reputation becomes solid, unshakable, and deeply respected. At the core of Stoicism is the belief that we should focus on what we can control, and our actions are fully within our control. Instead of boasting about who you are, prove it through consistent action. When you do this, respect is not something you have to chase. It is something that naturally follows. Number 9. Never react, always respond. One of the greatest signs of inner strength and self-mastery is the ability to remain composed and thoughtful in any situation. Most people react impulsively, allowing their emotions to control them. But those who remain calm and respond with intention earn deep respect. The Stoics believed that reacting emotionally to situations, especially negative ones, only leads to regret, weakness, and loss of control. Instead, they taught the importance of pausing, thinking, and responding with reason rather than emotion. When you learn to master this principle, you gain power over yourself and any situation life throws at you. A reaction is instant, emotional, and often irrational. It is driven by anger, frustration, or fear. For example, if someone insults you, your instinct might be to lash out in defense, but this only gives power to the other person. It shows that they can control your emotions. A response, on the other hand, is measured, logical, and intentional. It does not come from impulse, but from a place of awareness and strength. Instead of getting angry at an insult, a person who responds wisely might remain silent, smile, or calmly address the situation without emotion. This ability to stay composed under pressure makes you appear powerful and unshakable. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This means that no matter what happens around you, you always have control over your response. No one can force you to react emotionally unless you allow it. Whether it's dealing with criticism, facing failure, or handling a stressful situation, your response determines your level of control. The more you train yourself to pause before reacting, the more disciplined and respected you become. This principle is especially important in leadership, relationships, and decision-making. People respect those who remain calm in chaos, who do not let emotions cloud their judgment, and who respond with wisdom instead of impulse. A leader who yells at problems loses authority, but a leader who addresses issues with a steady mind gains trust. A person who argues emotionally weakens their position, while a person who responds with logic and control commands influence. By mastering the ability to never react but always respond, you become mentally strong, emotionally unshakable, and deeply respected. In a world full of emotional outbursts and thoughtless reactions, the one who remains composed will always stand above the rest. Share your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe for more wisdom, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Stay wise, stay focused, and remember, sometimes the greatest strength is in what you keep to yourself.